So this is going to be the way that we create the Adobe Spark posters for our first assignment. Please use this video as a reference also for future ones because we are going to use Adobe Spark quite a bit. So remember, when we first get to Adobe Spark, we are going to sign in, continue with Google. Um, Sign in, of course, with your Google credentials. And that's going to take you to this home page right here. Now, on the side, if you guys notice, I have the Zoom expectations one over here. So of course I'm using this as the example. I'm going to go ahead and use slide number, let's go with slide number 1 just because it has like the least amount. So I'm going to go with this one. We're going to mess with this one first. Okay. To first begin creating, you press the plus sign up over here and then you go to flyer. Okay. Now by default, it's going to make a vertical poster. And that is what we are going to originally begin with. Remember, you do need to make 2 of these for this first assignment. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do is, since we already know we're going to do the be in a quiet place one, we need to find a photo that goes along with that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the white page, click on image, and then I'm going to go ahead and press upload. I'm going to go ahead and click find free photo. Please find free photo. Okay. Now, since we're trying to make them be in a quiet place, why don't we just go ahead and search quiet, which we're probably going to get someone like shushing someone or whatever. Also, it looks like we have a lot of like isolated places as well. All right. I'm going to probably be under the assumption that a lot of people are probably going to use this one. So let's just go ahead and let's just stick with that one for now. To move this photo, you guys can just go ahead and click it. I zoomed in on accident. That's why I did that. So I can click and drag it over from left or right. I cannot go up or down because since this is a horizontal photo and a vertical poster, it's probably already too much. But of course, if I want to zoom in for whatever reason, I could do that as well. So what I want to do is I want to move it, but I'm going to move it over here to the side so that way we can like see our text in a little bit. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press add text. And I'm going to go ahead and press add your text. And then the first thing that we're always going to do is going to be this, okay? Virtual expectations. So I'm going to press virtual expectations. Remember also that virtual expectations eventually is going to be the largest text and it's going to be in cursive. Then I'm going to go to add text, add your text, and now I'm going to go ahead and put be in a quiet place. Be in a quiet place. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, if you're okay with it, you can also make everything all caps, but every single thing inside there has to be all caps. So if you're going to do that, you just got to be consistent. So I'm going to add text again, and I'm going to go ahead and put find a quiet place because that's now the information below it. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and put check your surroundings. Okay, so add text, add your text, and we're going to put check your surroundings. Okay, so now we've got them all here. It might not look like it, but we've got all 4 of them here. There's virtual expectations, there's find a quiet place, there's check your surroundings, and there's be in a quiet place. Remember, the largest is going to be virtual expectations, and be in a quiet place is going to be the second largest. Okay, now once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and click over here in the gray area, like anywhere where we can. Okay, and then I'm going to click on design so that way it gives us some like already good designs to begin with. Since I moved her over to the side, I want to find one where like we can like move her onto the side and put all the text on the other side. So something like that's pretty good. So for example, let's say I also want to like look at that photo and maybe make it a little bit larger. You click on the photo and then I just move it over to the side, and then now that like messes it over here. Then I can also go ahead and move her over like this. All right, and so now we've got be in a quiet place. Okay, but virtual expectations, like what I was telling you, has to be the largest one and it has to be in cursive. Okay, the second one is going to be in a quiet place. And so we're going to go ahead and make be in a quiet place bigger by doing something like this. Okay, another thing I might also want to do with be in a quiet place is maybe move it up over here so that it makes sense. Okay, but the other thing you guys can also do is if you really don't like how it's going, you can click on the shuffle button over here and it could like move all the text all around. Okay, so I want virtual expectations and be in a quiet place to be the largest ones. Oh, and I just had them right now. So give me a sec. Let me go back. Virtual expectations. There we go. So virtual expectation is going to be the largest one, and I'm going to go ahead and make it very large, and I'm going to put that over here. Then for being a quiet place, I'm going to go ahead and like move this like over here. Okay, and I want to make it big, but I don't want to make it too big yet. Okay, because remember, it's going to be the second largest. Okay, and I'm trying to wait for that dot so that I can make it the largest when we right in the middle. And there's virtual expectations. Remember, virtual expectations is also going to be in a cursive font, so I might want to go ahead and do that as well. Maybe I could like make it like in the, actually I like this yellowtail one. Okay, and now I'm going to just make it a lot larger like this. This is not going to look nice by the time it's done. I just want to go, I mean right now, but I just want to show you guys how to do this. Like I really don't like that virtual expectations has that huge gap in between. So, oh there we go. I can move the line spacing. There it is. And if you move the line spacing in, now we don't have that big gap there anymore. Okay. My suggestion for this app for you guys is to just mess with this and see what you can do. Okay. So we have all this stuff here in the fonts. We have all this stuff over here with the colors. We can add shapes. We can add effects. All right, so there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. For now, I'm going to just stick with this for, just to like go ahead and finish up this video. Now, remember, another thing I'm also asking you guys to do is change the color. All your colors have to be either yellow, red, or blue. So I'm going to click on the person first, and then I'm going to go to filter. And now I'm going to go with something that's going to give us a yellow, red, or blue. We get a blue. So that's going to be our color for this one. Then this box is already blue. So now we just got to change this green to a blue as well. So there's like another blue right there. Or there's like another blue like that one. I think that one's a little bit too much. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and do that. Then I could change this box. This box does not have to change. It can stay the way it is. White is okay. But in this case, I do want to change it to like the same blue as that one. And I think that makes it look a lot nicer, actually. I really like that one, the way it's going now. Okay. So those are like what you guys are going to go ahead and do for that. Remember, if you want to change the color of the whole thing altogether, you can just click on like one of these and it would change everything. Okay. So I know I just kind of like did all that work right now and it kind of like messed it up. But like, for example, right here, that one's not too far off. So I'm going to just choose a color. And then of course you guys have, you can choose that. So there's like a nice red that we're starting to get. We can use like a red maroon color for that one. Okay. But anyway, you guys are just going to go ahead and just choose a color. And I'm going to go back until I get back to the colors that I choose. There we go. Let's say that I want to make these outline lines a white. I can do that as well. Or you can make this like that. Or you can make it like that. Or I can make it like a dark blue so that it stands out. So now we've got shades of blue on this one. Okay? So we've got the shades of blue on this one that we're like going for as well. Okay? Once you guys have done that, you guys just go ahead and go back to home. And that'll go ahead and save it automatically for you. You can see right here the ones that we've been like messing with so far. Okay, if we want to make a brand new one, you just go to the plus sign, flyer, and that'll make your brand new one. Remember, you got to make horizontal and vertical ones. 2 of them have to be vertical, 1 has to be horizontal. So in order to resize it, as soon as you get in, go to resize and change it to one of these ones as well. Okay, and then you guys can go ahead and just like click on it, add the image. The next one that we're going to do is going to be prepared. So maybe you might want to like look for, that one's a little bit more difficult, but let's say that let's just search prepare and let's see what happens if we search prepare. Okay, it's a lot more food and stuff like that. So what if we like try to do like organize? All right, that's a lot better because someone's like writing in their stuff. That one's also really good too, except I don't know if those are socks. Yeah, those are socks. I don't want to put socks. So you can just go ahead and you can replace the image as well. And you can just be very, very organized like that one. Like this guy is like writing down stuff and he's prepared. Okay, so now we've got that one as well. We just got to add the text and we go ahead and finish that up. Okay, please use this one as a reference, guys. Like I said, the big thing with with Adobe Spark, click on the gray area, go to the main screens over here. You guys can see everything. Once you have text, make sure you just mess with every single thing until you really like what you guys have.